We've all worn a lot of uniforms during our working career. What uniform are you wearing currently? Today I've got a nice suit and tie on because that's what I wear to work, suit and tie. But I started my career, well, before I tell you that, my name is Roch Tranel, and I'm the CEO and founder of the Tranel Financial Group here in Libertyville, Illinois. And my very first career out of college was with Osco Drug. Started with them. Well, actually, let me take it a little farther back. I went to school at the University of Wisconsin-Whitewater, and I wanted to go into police work, partly because my dad did, and partly because I was enthralled with some television shows like the Rockford Files that led me down this path to wanting to go down and be a policeman. But as it turned out, as I learned more about what that involved in college, I decided I didn't want to do that. So I have a sociology major with a business minor. And the entire time I was finishing college, and as I was entering in my career, I was thinking about companies that I could own. Like what would I do? I always wanted to be an entrepreneur. I wanted to impact people's lives in a real positive way. So back to Osco Drug. I worked for Osco Drug in their management training program, and I absolutely loved it because it was the perfect place for me in the development of my career and learning how to be a leader, learning how to be a manager, learning how to delegate, learning about budget, real world budgets, learning about inventory. It was perfect. And I wore a blue vest, and a dark blue vest meant that I was a manager. And I had some special abilities on cash registers and delegating and things of that nature. But when I left Osco Drug, I left that blue smock there for the next manager to wear. And I worked for a company called Coors after that. It was a research firm in Itasca. And there we had a certain way of dressing. It was dress slacks and a certain shirt and a tie. And there I was the human resource person. And as the human resource person, I got to work right alongside the CEO, and I learned a whole new set of skills. But when I left there to form my own company, the Tranel Financial Group, I left that way of dress behind. I left that uniform behind. But I took all those skills I learned at Osco Drug, all those skills I learned at Coors with me, to form the Tranel Financial Group, to be my new part of my career. And then at the Tranel Financial Group, we all still wear suit and ties. And that's our uniform that we carry with us. And we do that to honor people coming in to visit with us. It's typically a very big deal for clients that meet with us. They're retiring or something has happened significant in their life, and we want to acknowledge that in a way to let our clients know that that's special. And so we wear a suit. I motorcycle, so when I motorcycle, I leave my suit behind and I put on my leathers and all my protective gear. But I take all my experiences that I've had up until that time with me. When I go hunting, I put on camouflage and an orange hat and an orange vest, but I take all the experiences with me. My point in sharing these stories about the uniforms is we all have had different careers, maybe with the same company, but we've had different uniforms that we've worn along the way. But the truth of the matter is, when we are done working, when we approach retirement or we're retired, you take that uniform off. You take the last uniform off. But all those skills, all those experiences, all those mistakes, all the wisdom, all the relationships, everything that you've created up until this point are still with you. And the question is, what do you do with those in retirement? Now, a lot of people say, I've worked really hard, and I totally get it, and I just want to rest. But my contention is that you are supposed to take all those experiences, all that wisdom, everything underneath all those uniforms with you into retirement and have this huge impact on the world. See, two things have happened to you while you were working. You're working, you're raising your family, you had a mortgage, you had these obligations and responsibilities, and you focused on those, and you focused really hard on work. But something happened where you got really excited about something, where you really wanted to charge after that, but you just didn't have the time. Or something really got you upset. Something really made you mad. Something like, I gotta fix this, but I can't, I don't have time, I don't have the money, I don't have the context, I don't have the experience, I don't have the wisdom. And you just tuck that away. You tuck it away somewhere in your pocket or your heart or your memory, and you say, someday I want to go back and attack that. I want to go back and make a difference. And that's what retirement's all about. So while you're working, you're taking some of your money that you're making and you're putting it in a bucket. you're putting in a bucket for retirement. And we just call this, or I call it a big bucket of cash. And the whole idea is while you're working, while you're trading actually your time, your experience. If you're an engineer or whatever it is, you're trading your experience, and the company's paying you every 2 weeks. And the whole idea is that you take a little bit of that money that the company's paying you and you put it in this bucket. And then this bucket gets full, 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 full until it gets so full you don't have to trade with the company anymore. You get to retire and you get to draw money from this bucket and you get to solve that really big problem, that something that excited you, something that made you angry, you get to go back and attack that. You get to go back and use all your relationships and all your wisdom to do that. So my encouragement to you today is, as you're approaching retirement, or even if you're in retirement and you have this big bucket of cash, I want you to go back and think about what got you excited, what got you angry, that you want to go back and use all your experience. Because all that's with you, even though you took that uniform off. My name is Roch Tranel, and I'm the CEO and founder of the Tranel Financial Group, and I'm excited just to bring you this message today about what you do with all that wisdom and experience that you have in retirement.